Hi guys, this is Doc Severson for the ReadySetCrypto OMNIA newsletter market update for Wednesday, the 5th of February. Very, very positive day so far. About 30 minutes left in the trading day before we start printing the next candle. But we are up over 5.5% on Bitcoin. We've gone from 9,200 to well over 9,600. Nice move today. We can see this on the 12-minute chart. This has just been persistent. Started last night and it's just been candle after candle after candle, right? So nice move, building into a bull flag on the 12-minute chart, building up a lot of energy. This thing looks really good. It looks really linear. This is what I like about this move. So is there volume? Not really. There's more volume than there was in this consolidation pattern. You can see that this has generally been higher volume overall. It's been persistent volume. Not great, not big, these big spikes like over here and here, those kind of things. So we're not seeing like massive propelling volume. We're just seeing more consistent volume, which is good. That is good. So across the board, we're seeing some really nice gains, like Ethereum is smoking above 200. Must have been a lot of shorts just camped out above 200 and got squeezed out. We're seeing some strong gains in Ripple. Again, I'm not looking at the weekly chart here. The weekly chart may not be necessarily all that great, but nice uptrend on the daily chart, right? So I'd still kind of wait for a decent pullback on the weekly chart to get long on this. I don't know that this is necessarily the signal. We've already broken above this pivot high, which means on a trend trading basis, you're already long into this one. You got to wait for the next entry on there. This one looks really nice. Bitcoin Cash looks really great breakout from this small little pennant up here. Bitcoin SV still working off the sins of the past in a consolidation. Looks just about ready. Let's see on the weekly chart. What do we have here? Some exhaustion. Okay, so it may take another week or two before this thing is ready to go. Litecoin's been very strong lately as well too. EOS, like just about all of these on the top 10 are doing really, really well. Okay, with very few exceptions. Ethereum Classic, really strong move. Even Tron, wow, you know, what is up with the world? So a lot of accumulation across the board. Doesn't matter what we're looking at. Pretty much across the board here, we're seeing accumulation. Even NEM, look at this thing go. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to be out there panicking right now because you're going to say, I missed it. Oh my God, this is the last rally we'll ever see in our lifetime. I've been waiting for the last 2 years and I missed the first rally. Well, let me give you some perspective here. This is where I need to give you a little bit of perspective, right? Okay, does that shed a little bit different light on what's going on? We are very close to the bottom yet. So yeah, you're going to see some massive moves off of here at some point. But my advice to you guys is like, don't focus on being the hero that catches the bottom tick of this, right? Look at the larger structure overall and find a way to get on board when this thing is clearly heading higher. Is this clearly heading higher? What do you think? Okay. Is this a weekly uptrend? What do you think? Does this give you a little bit different perspective on what's going on? Would it be okay if you'd be willing to sacrifice maybe 5 to 10% of any potential move to the upside if you could have a more consistent experience while you traded it? There is a huge difference between trying to get on board a bear market rally from something in a primary downtrend versus what happens in a primary uptrend as it goes into quiet and trending, stair-stepping along. There is an enormous difference. It's like night and day. Bear market rallies, get everybody excited, get everybody panicking, buying into the thing, trying to get on board. Maybe this is the bottom. I'll never get another chance to get near the bottom again. That's what's going through everybody's mind right now. Everybody's panicking. It's worth waiting for this big time. It is not worth the trauma that you'll go through when you buy in at the highs and it runs down again, which it will do. That's what its job is, to do that right now. Okay. So I'm not telling you guys, don't get excited or anything like that. I'd say take your time to prepare for this. And this is something that I'll be doing as well too. I'm going to provide a much more structured trade alert going forward for this. So we're going to be looking at top 10, top 20, anything in Coinbase. Not going to cover every single coin that's out there. We can't do that. But I'm going to have a very structured sort of advisory behind the larger coins. And once you understand what we're doing with the larger coins, you can certainly attach that to whatever you want to look at. Let's look at some of the swing trades that we've been looking at lately as well too. We've been looking at Chainlink for a while. This one is just consolidating on a much larger time frame. This is on the weekly chart. This still looks really good. Okay, so I would expect to see this triangle break to the upside if this is healthy. This is Tezos. This thing is just, I mean, it's been super strong lately. That's great. This is Ocean. This is the one that we talked about a couple of weeks ago with that higher low. Beautiful price action breakout. You're not going to see a better one than this. Let's see. Potcoin is consolidating. Imagine that. Some of the other ones that we've been looking at, like Icon, it's just gone ballistic, right? So it's going to pay for it. This is almost a Tesla type of move. Let me finish by saying one thing, that there's something, and I'm sure you guys have heard me say this before. There is no pain that quite matches sitting on the sideline. So if you're sitting out here on the sideline watching this thing go without you, there is no pain to equal that in trading financial markets. Even taking a stop loss feels better than sitting on the sideline watching this freight train go by without you on board. I get it. But what you have to understand is that what parabolic markets like this have what's called a hairy back. It's going to chuck off everybody that entered at this point and above. It's going to chuck them all off. And when it least feels right to enter this again is going to be the time to strike. That's when the weekly higher low is going to set up, and it's going to provide a fantastic entry. It's just not going to feel very good. And that's the way that markets work. Hang in there, guys. The good stuff is right around the corner. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.